I'm giving you I assume that only two sections students are attending this lecture, 1308 and 1309. So there is a confusion about attending which section is an odd week or even week. So last week I gave a lecture to 1308, which is supposed to be this week, and I understand that some students are confused about which week is the odd and which week is the even. So I already gave a lecture for students who attend last week, and this today's lecture is for students who did not attend the previous week, and also I'm going to give attendance for all students for both sections for this confusion. So no need to think about the attendance. Everyone is marked attended for the first meeting. It is just an introduction to the course TU170. The introduction will be about how to use the LMS system. I assume everyone is hearing the voice clearly. Can everyone say that he can hear the voice clearly? Because some students says it is not clear, so that it's only the student issue. The student who says he cannot hear very well, he can find a way to fix his computer or his mobile phone. Anyway, I will start an introduction about the course TU170, how to go to the LMS system, how to find the electronic book, and how the marking is divided within the criteria. So let's start first how to log in to the LMS system. Anyone knows about what is the LMS system? What is the LMS? Anyone can type or can speak if you are allowed to. Anyone can type something about. Anyone has logged in already to the LMS system? It is always an issue for a student for beginner students. So the first semester for student, they don't know about the LMS system. So for the students who doesn't know about the LMS system, they can go to the to Google, as you can see in the screen. You can go to Google and type in Arab Open University. After typing in Arab Open University, you can go to the main page for Arab Open University. Let's go to Google search. So you can go to Google and type Arab Open University. You go to the home page for Arab Open University. I will explain what is in the home page. You can find electronic, I am going to change it to English. So you can go to electronic e-services. Here you can find the LMS link, the SIS link for students. Also you can, for me, I go to the LMS for the staff and the SIS for staff. SIS is also about marking, about marks. Students can go there and find their marks. So also there is a main board here. You can find other things. For example, here you can go also another way to find the LMS, because we both lecturers, staff and students have the same LMS system. But for the SIS, we have staff, they have different system, and the student have different system. You can go through this main dashboard with the LMS. or SIS. Also, here is the exam schedule. You can go to exam schedule from this link, for example, and you can find the schedules for the midterm exams, online exam. For this course, we only students can do only online exams. So you go to online exams schedules. You find the branch you are from. So online final exam schedule. I think they did not yet uh, apply the timetable, but you can find the timetable here for the final exam, the midterm exam, in this link. Maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks they will put it online. So we go back to the main dashboard. We go and find the LMS link. This is the LMS link. From this link or from e-services as students or as a staff, but both have the same system. So let's click on LMS. So you can find now we are in the main board for the LMS. You can log in through this board. You go to username and password. So for me, the username, just a few seconds just to remember my username. Actually, I don't remember my username. Yes, MM2168. Okay, 168. You log in. After the login, successful login or any problem with that, MM2168. Okay, so now I have successfully logged into the LMS system. You can go through the LMS system. It differs from different browsers, so you may have different view of this website, but you should have the same links, maybe different design. It depends on the browser you are using. Anyway, you can find your name, everything there, the announcement from the course, my courses. Here you can find a list of your courses. I assume all of you have the course TU170 Computing Essentials. You may have multiple courses. It depends on which courses you are enrolled in. So this is the LMS system. Here you choose which course you want to browse, you want to find material, you want to find any announcement about that course specifically. So here you click on 170 Computing Essentials, and this is the main board for TU170 Computing Essentials. After you log in, you choose the course and you come to this final dashboard. So you can read instructions, for example, here for your entering the activity. This is another thing. Activities, you will have activities, online activities to solve as part of assignment, coursework. I will show you how to go through it. Anyway, you go through the headlines. Then you go to the meetings. Here's the meetings in one file, and here is the calendar, which is how we are progressing every week, and every week which week we have to go through. So you click on the TU170 calendar. I assume everyone can log in and try to follow how to log in and go to the link TU170 calendar. Try to open it if you can. I actually logged in through two users to the Java application, because I cannot share my screen unless I use Windows. So I have now two accounts, one within the window 10 and the other account using Macintosh. Anyway, there is an issue here to download the calendar. Anyone has downloaded TU170 calendar? Okay, I'm going to, maybe I can share it from here. I'm going to download it from my Mac user, because in Windows I cannot, because it is a virtual Windows actually, and it is very slow to download things and forward. So I'm going to download it from my other system. You cannot see my other system because I cannot share a screen on Macintosh. So once I download it, I'm going to upload it so we can open it. So anyone explain what is inside the TU170 calendar? How many sections? I will go through the book. Just wait now to see what is the calendar for this course, how this course is progressing through week. You can see the calendar. This is an old calendar but has the same meaning, but just ignore the dates. We have study week. I already sent you the timetable for both sections. So we have 6 meetings during the semester. This is the first meeting. We can see in the first meeting we will talk about chapter 1, which is about information technology, the internet, and you. Meeting 2 also will have another chapters, chapter 2, 3. Week 3 we have chapter 4 only, and week 4 chapter 5, week 5 chapter 7 and 8, and week 6 we have chapter 6. Is it the same file you download from the website? Okay. I cannot share the file, but I'm going to read it. I assume everyone has the file. I assume everyone has the file, so I'm going through the file. It says week 1 and 2, it will be about chapter 1 and 2. Week 3 and 4, it will be about chapter 3 and 4. This meaning that it is one meeting, whether you are in section 1308 or 1 through 09. So you will be whether in week 1 or 2. So you only have one meeting through 2 weeks, and it differs to your section. The first meeting, which is week 1 and 2 for both sections, will be about chapter 1 and 2. The second meeting will be within the week 3 and 4, and so on. There is an online activity. You can see that we have 2 online activities. One online activity covers meeting 1 and 2, and the day is on 10th of October within the second meeting. The second online activity will be within the fourth meeting, which is on the deadline will be on 7th November 2020, and so on. So this is how the weeks are, the meetings, the 6 meetings are going on. So the last meeting will be on chapter 11 and 12, sorry, week 11 and 12, and it will be chapter 16. The assessment for 3 components, we will have TMA consist of 20 marks. In-class quizzes activities will be 30 marks. Final exam will be 20. Actually, the midterm exam is 30 marks, and the final exam will be 50 marks. For each activity or assignment or midterm exam, I will announce and I will tell you through the lecture. So don't worry about the dates. Every time I'm going to remind you about the activity, about the midterm exam, and the TMA deadline. TMA is a home assignment you can use, and it is consists of on 2 online activities. I'm going to record the lecture, so I'm going to do a recording. I don't remember how to do the recording. Once I record the lectures, students who did not attend the lecture, they can send me an email and I can send them the recorded lectures. There is no attendance for this first meeting because of the confusion about the 2 sections. So there is no attendance marketing for this meeting, only meeting 1. Next week will be meeting 2 for section 1309. So there will be a room for all students today, because both sections are attending today. That's why we have an issue with login to other students. So I'm going to record try to record the session, the meeting today, and students who did not attend the lecture or this session, they can send an email to me so I can send them the recording session. Yes, the record meeting. I'm going to name it meeting 1. So now it is being recorded, so other students, they can give the recording through my email. There is no attendance, just this is an introduction for the course. It is very easy course, just essentials about computing, how to use computers, what is computer in general. not specific. That's why we have different students from different colleges. We have business students, computer students, also financial students, and so on. So we have, it is a very basic information about computing. You can see this file I'm sharing with you, the calendar. This is very old. You don't need to use it anymore. I'm going back to the LMS system and share the screen again. So we go back to the website, the LMS website. We downloaded the TU170 calendar. I could not find a way to show you the downloads, but I read mine, and you can download it on your computer and read it. So we have also in the main board of the TU170 course, we have recorded video of meetings for previous meetings. You can go through these meetings if you want to understand more about the topic. There is a BCC email you can contact, or you can contact me as your lecturer. You can find my email on my contact or on the website itself, so everyone can access my email, so you can email me any issue you face. So we go to the assessment again from the same file, the calendar. It's written here in the main dashboard of the course. TMA online activities, 5 online activities. This is also an old, maybe it is less than 5 online activities. I'm going through these activities, how you solve the activities, how to go to the electronic book later on. So we have TMA 5 online activities, the 5 online activities on the smart book. MC Grow here link. I will show you where to find the link and how to connect to that link. Meeting 1, you have to submit it before the due date. This is the online activity 1, has a deadline. Also online activity 2. For each meeting we have online activity, and each one has a deadline. We can see the deadline are very old from the previous semester. I will show you the deadline, the real deadline in the electronic book itself. You will have a different deadline. So let's go to the electronic book now. You can go through the electronic book once you go to the link CLMS. Anyone knows what is CLMS? This one on the right hand of the website. Anyone knows what is CLMS? CLMS is another system inside the LMS which has the electronic book and other material related to the course. So you can go and click on CLMS. Once you clicked on CLMS, you will go to different system. Sometimes has the same material as as the LMS system, the previous system we were in. So sometimes has different way. Previous system LMS has the meeting in PowerPoint file. Here you can find the meeting in PDF. Also the assignment will be published here. Once it's published, I will let you know. Also you can find by your own way through this system. Final exam also will be published. The date will be published here. Anyway, this is the link to the electronic book and the online activity. Everyone try to click on the link. Everyone can click on MC Grow Hill Campus link. Okay, you can go back. You can go back to LMS system. Now I am back to the LMS system, which I already logged in through the main page of the Arab Open University. I choose LMS and I entered my username and password. So I went to LMS system. I chose the course TU Computing Essential, and I'm now on the main board of TU170 Computing Essential. There is a picture of a laptop related, looks like a book, laptop inside a book. So you can click on to the CLMS system. This is another system inside LMS system which has more material, like the McGraw-Hill campus, which is a library. A big library, has many books on it. So once you are enrolled to a specific course, and that specific course has an electronic book, you can go to this link, MC Grow Hill Campus, and you can find the electronic book. This is very important, so you can study from the ebook and find the online activities, so you can solve them each meeting. So everyone now can go to this link. In LMS system, are you Raid or Malla? Are you in LMS system or CLMS system? You cannot see McGraw-Hill campus. Can you find the material? Can you find the material? Anyone can find it? Anyone can log into CLMS. Okay. For the students who does not have the link on their CLMS system, are you enrolled to TU170? Say I enrolled on that TU170. You need to be enrolled on this course. You need this course need to be on the list of your courses. Okay, you can go to the list, the courses you have on the list, and enroll me. There is, I think, a link. Let me go back and show you how to do it. You can go back to LMS and go back again. So you go back to the main board when you logged in to LMS, and you have the course lists, so you can enroll yourself. You find the course, all courses, so everyone can enroll themselves. Okay, then I'm going back to CLMS again. So everyone need to be on this page to know how to go to the ebook and find the online activity. So you can go to the link MC Grow Hill Campus, this link, and click on it. Once you click on it, you'll go, if this your first time to use the MC Grow Hill Campus, the e-library, you will have to do a registration steps, so you can enroll yourself into that library and you can use the electronic book. I don't know if I need to enroll myself because I already enrolled myself previous semesters. So every student can tell me what they have now after they click on the link. What do you have? Do you have a registration steps or something? I need some of the students can share their screen so other students can see. Also, I can explain on the screen. I usually uh, help students in the lab so I can see what they have on their screen. So anyone have ability to share the screen can raise his hand, so I can give it the right sharing the screen. I think there is a right for that. Enable join. Sultan, can you share your screen? Can you speak, Sultan? All right.
Uh, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Anyone can share their screen. Anyone can share their screen so I can give instructions for students. Okay, everyone has the same screen I have. Okay, try, and for the people, the students who says they don't have the same screen, can you explain the screen you have? Raise your hand to give you the mic if you want to explain.
Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Can you click on GT101?
Yes, I clicked on GT101. There is a GT101 Learning and Information Technology slash TU170 Computing Essentials. But unfortunately, it's not the same. It's written the teacher McGraw, and there is some symbols and names. Then the third line is called Dr. Ahmed .s.h
Yes, it is another
dot
name
color.
of TU170.
Yes,
GT101 is the international name for this course.
yes,
Even the book
it's
is
in the
written as
bottom.
a GT101 book.
Yeah,
So try to click on GT101 and
G
tell me
G.
or show me, share a picture or something that what you have is the electronic book.
Okay, I wrote. I clicked on the GCC GT101. Uh, on the screen, it's showing the privacy and policy administration
Students who want to speak
course.
and explain what they have, what they are facing, they can raise their hands so they can speak. Sultan, you can speak.
Okay. So
You can
when
speak.
I clicked when I clicked on McGraw Hill, it asked me, "Hey Sultan, agree on the terms and stuff like that." So I agreed. And now on my screen I can see my courses, GT101, Computing GT101 Custom Edition for Arab Open University, 1E. And I can click on Connect below. Okay, so shall I click it? Hello? You registered for McGraw Hill.
Yes, you can speak, Sultan. What do you have now on
It
your
says
screen?
if you registered for a McGraw Hill education online product previously, use that email.
Yes,
Not sure if the email.
you have
I think
a field that you can fill.
uh, I think it wants me to
Is there
put my
any
email.
registration or something? Yes, put your ID at university email and try to log in. Now, because it is the first time, you need to type your student email and password so you can log in. Can you share your screen?
I don't see an option to share my screen, unfortunately. So I don't know how. Okay, okay. Now it opened up.
Yes.
Uh, Only desktop, I think. Can you see on what's on my screen right now?
No, not yet.
All right. On my screen it says it did not find my account or email address. If this is my first time,
Yes.
I should register.
Yes.
So I'll try creating a new account.
Do this one. Yes. Start registration. So every student has that field. Just fill your student ID or student email, then try to log in, and it will gives you a message that you don't have an account. You need to register a new account. So you start completely registration, and after that you will log in to the electronic book.
Right.
The screen is not showing yet.
I don't know if I can change my screen. Does it not show anything at all?
No, not all. Nothing. So I'm back to share my screen. Try to find a way that I can go to the ebook.
I'm trying, but I think it's too slow. I want to share my Chrome
So for
tab.
me, okay, now because I don't have the G101, I'm trying now to enroll myself to uh, this course. I might have the access to the ebook. For student, just try to register, and for student doesn't have the way to go through, just wait until I go through something here. So I go to all courses, find the course. What is the number of the course again? GI or G101?
It's GT101.
Okay, so GT GT101. So every student go and search for GT0101. I don't know why it's not coming out. Maybe information technology.
Okay, Mr. Mansour,
Yes.
I managed to
Did you
sign
find
up.
the way to the ebook?
Uh, it says to connect, confirm. Uh, I'll do that. I'll confirm.
Hello, yes, I found it. Yes, Mr. Mansour, I found the
Yes.
link, but I don't know. Should I just copy the link and share it um, in the
Yes. Can
here?
you copy the link?
Yes,
Yes.
I already sent the link.
Mr. Mansour, is that the same book that has read section or phase and practice phase? Is that the same book?
What's the name for the book?
It's Computer Science GT101 Smart Book.
Yes.
It says right here in front of me, this book has two main phases, read and practice
Yes.
phase. Yellow highlight. Alright, so I found it then.
How many online activities do you have? Do you see? Can you
Just
click
give
on
me a
it
second.
and find the online activities?
First it asked me to put my name.
Yeah.
Okay. I see a table of contents, self-study, no assignment.
This is the ebook now. You opened the ebook, but
Yeah,
there is online activities before you open. Did you find the online activity?
I think I did. Let me go back. Yeah,
Okay.
I see
Students who
activities.
find
Sorry, activities for all branches except KSA. So
okay. This is the way you can find the online activity, the ebook for all students. For me, because they enrolled me to G242, that's why I cannot enroll to the same electronic book. So I have to contact them to ask them to enroll me to the book, so I can explain to you later how to find the online activities, because these online activities need to be solved at home, so as an assignment. So now we go back to thank you, Abdul Qadir, the one who's talking to me. What's your name?
My name is Sultan.
Sultan. Thank you very much, Sultan, for your contribution.
My pleasure.
So we go back to the website and we go back. This is the issue I have right now, because I don't have GT 101 as you students. So next time I will try to, for the office, to enroll me into that ebook, or find a way to enroll myself to that book. Meanwhile, all of you students, try to find a way to search for the ebook, how to enroll yourself to the electronic book and find the online activity. We go back to the main board, find the course again, and you find the material, download the material. For example, you can find the material, you might find it here. Fortunately here there is no material, so you can go to LMS, CLMS again to find the material. So once you went to LMS, CLMS again, you can find the material here. Meeting 1, you download meeting 1. This is the first meeting you download, and you can explore through downloading. After you download it, I will share it now because I already downloaded it. I'm going to share it with you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Mr. Unfortunately, no, nothing is being shared.
Okay, wait a second. So now all of you can see the screen now, yeah? Okay, so to download the material for the course, you go to CLMS system, as I explained, aerial. So when you go to the Macro Hill campus and the right link, you just go down and you can find the material. So download meeting 1. Everyone need to download meeting 1. Okay, so now for me, because I already downloaded, I might not need to download it again. I just need to share it from the application. So I go to share, and I'm going to share a document and find meeting 1. Okay, everyone can see the slides. Okay, I will go back till the first slide. It is very basic introduction about information technology. So now this is the raw material we are going to study. These slides explaining chapter 1 and chapter 2 from the ebook. On the ebook that you can access through the CLMS, you can find more information about these topics. So let's start and now talk about learning and information technology. Chapter 1, it will be about uh, information technology, the internet, and you. Yes, anyone want to have a break, they can go and have the break. No need to ask me. You are at the university now. You can go wherever you want. The even future time you have, we will have the attendance at the end of the lecture. But for this meeting, there is no attendance. Will be marking. There is no attendance for that. So I will complete the lecture. But anyone want to have a break for prayer or for anything, they can go. So let's start for the chapter. Chapter 1, Information Technology, the Internet and you. And later on we will talk about Chapter 2, the Internet, the Web and E-commerce. The next slide will be about only Chapter 1, the learning outcomes. In Chapter 1, we will explain the parts of an information system. What is information system? How many parts consist of any information system? You have people as a part of information system, procedures, software, hardware, data, and the internet. We will distinguish between system software, application software, uh, identify the 4 types of computers and the 5 types of personal computers. There is my email. You can contact me through my email. Any student is welcome to send me any email, but I might be late with replying the emails. But at the end of the day, I will reply your email. In this chapter also, we will define data and describe document, worksheet, database, and presentation files. Also, we will explain computer connectivity, how computer is connected to the network. Information systems. Part of the information system is people, procedures, software, hardware, data, internet. You can see through the picture that there are people and they have procedures through software. So they guided the software, the programmers, they guided software using hardware to manipulate data through internet as a network. Anyone can explain this in his word. I can give a mic for anyone can explain that. Just raise your hand. Yes. Nora, anyone can contribute and explain these parts of information system, how they work together. You can type in the chat if you don't want to speak. Okay, no contribution. Okay, Sultan. Go ahead, Sultan.
Okay, so every we hear or do kind of involved around information. People interact with products, hardware. Actually, our computers involve or revolve around information all around. Everything you type, everything that you see, the outcomes, is all a part of the information system. The internet also and the software and data, all that
Okay,
involves
thank
around information. Thank
you. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, other student says people are the users exactly. Who can, yes, for English and Arabic language. Well, actually, it is in English, but sometimes if you have any problem with some words, you can type it in the chat if you want. I can explain it in Arabic, but I suppose to speak only English in this course. Anyway, it is very easy English, even though there's no big topics or just use basic English. You can even practice your English in this course. This course is very interesting. Easy topic and also practicing your English in an easy way. Just type anything you don't understand in English in the chat and I will explain. So let's go through people. People, as some of the students says, are the users, are the most important part of an information system. Our lives are touched every day by computers, direct and indirect. Direct, such as creating documents using a word processing program or when connecting to the internet. Indirect, such as using computers in medicine, entertainment, education, and business. Procedures, the guidelines to the software to do the work. So procedures are the rules or guidelines for people, for the users to follow when using a software, hardware, and data. They are typically documented in printed or electronic manuals written by computer specialists. Software or programs are the instructions that tell the computer how to do its work, how to do the procedure. The purpose of software is to convert data and processed fact into information, processed fact. So the data first comes to the software, process it, have a result which named after on as information. Two major kinds of software: application software, system software. Anyone can contribute and explain the difference between the two software, application software and system software. Anyone can raise his hand. I can give the mic. Yes, or can type in the chat, explain anything. Internal and external.
Yes,
What do you mean by internal
yes,
and
I
external?
can.
Yes?
Yes,
Go ahead, Muhammad.
the first one is yes, the first one is the main software, like the Windows uh, software.
What is the first one you mean?
The,
Application software.
oh no, sorry, it's not the application. The application software is the programs that we use it, such as the Word, Excel, and
Like,
uh, Word,
what else?
Excel. Um, we can use the media
Yes.
applications. These are the software applications. But the system software
Okay.
applications is the main one. It's like the Windows itself.
Okay. Operating systems.
The operating system. Yes.
For example, Windows, as you said. What else? You know operating system. Anyone can contribute from the chat. Yeah. What else you know about
Uh,
operating systems? Yes,
the Linux,
Linux. Ahmed. Yes, Linux. Examples of Linux. iOS. No, iOS exactly for Android. iOS for mobile operating system. Macintosh for computer operating system. Linux, example of Linux. Huawei is a company. What an example of Linux. Ubuntu, exactly. Ubuntu is an example of Linux. Thank you very much, Muhammad, for your contribution and all other students. So it is obviously clear the difference between application software and system software. Uh, Hardware, computers are electronic devices that can follow instructions, accept input, process it, and produce information. So hardware is the computer itself, any device that uh, connected to computer or electronic device. There are 4 types of computers: a super computer, a mainframe computer, mid-range computer, personal computer. I will go through them. Supercomputers, special high-capacity computers used by very large corporations. They are used to process massive amount of data. Example, used to analyze and predict worldwide weather patterns. So supercomputers are used in weather prediction, so they can analyze uh, big data coming from the weather, so they can give us any prediction about what is the weather will be in 1 week, for example. Mainframe computers occupy especially. Uh, yes, NASA has supercomputers exactly. Right. Mainframe computers occupy specially wired air-conditioned rooms, for example, used by insurance companies to process information about millions of poly, uh, policy, poly, policyholders like big small companies inside the insurance companies. So they use them to analyze information. Basically, they have big servers, but they need mainframe. They cannot manage their process through mid-range computers. So mid-range computers also servers, but used by medium-size companies or departments of large companies, for example, used for retrieving data from a database. Yes, STC mainframe computers, they have big information. King Abdulaziz City has a Falcon, which is a supercomputer. This is a new information for me, and that's a good thing that King Abdulaziz City has such supercomputers to calculate big data. So, Musa, what type of data they calculate in King Abdulaziz, the Falcon? Is it about space or something, or what kind of buttons they are calculating, analyze? If you know that, otherwise it is a good information, to be honest. Personal computers. Everyone knows what is a personal computer. The most widely used and fastest growing type of computers. Yeah, Aramco, they have, I think, mainframe computers Maybe they have supercomputers. We don't know about that information, but they might have supercomputers. Anyway, you know the and differ between all these types of computers. Now we go to the PC, the personal computers. How many types of personal computers? Yes, Sultan, our own personal computers or laptop. So we have desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones, wearables, and so on. So all of these are personal computers. Hardware is the equipment that processes data to create information. It is controlled by software. Hardware for a PC system falls into four basic categories: system unit, input, output, secondary, storage, communication. Anyone can explain about the previous units? What is a system unit? Anyone want to talk about what is a system unit or input, output, secondary storage, communication? They can contribute through a microphone if they want. Just raise your hand or chat. CPU, hard disks, these are CPU are the system unit. Secondary, yes, motherboard part of the system unit. Exactly. Speakers, what are the speakers? Which one indicate the speaker? Yes, but you need to specify which the categories fall in. RAM and ROM fall in system unit category. Input as the flash drive fall in input category. A computer case as a system unit. Yes, the output for the PC. What is an example for output? The screen, exactly. Tuqa, screen is an output. Monitor is an output. It's my input, and so on. So most of you knows about all these categories. Keyboard is input. Okay, we'll go ahead. We go to data. Data is raw and processed fact, including text. Any data you enter to any computer, any software, it is as a text, number, image, or sound. It is a raw. Processed data becomes information. After processing this data, you get an information of that data. Digital data is stored electronically in files. Four common types of files are document files, worksheet files, database files, presentation files. What an example of document file? Yes, PDF, Word or text. Exactly. What about worksheet files? What an example for Excel. What else do you know? Other type of worksheet? Yes. What about database file? Anyone knows about database file? Access, exactly. What else? SQL files. Yes, MySQL, Oracle files. All these are database files. Presentation files. What are the presentation files? PowerPoint, yes, the famous one. Okay, we can go through this data It's easy to understand. I can find out most of you knows about them. So we go through chapter 2. Thank you very much for your contribution. So we finished chapter 1. Chapter 2 is about the internet, the web, and e-commerce. In this chapter we explain the origin of the internet and the web, explain how to access the web using providers and browsers, compare different web utilities including plugins, filters, file transfer utilities, and internet security suites. We will compare different internet communications including email, text messaging, instant messaging, social networking, blogs, microblogs, webcasts, podcasts, and wikis. Also, we will describe search tools, including search engines, and evaluating the accuracy of information presented on the web. And finally, we will describe cloud computing and the Internet of Things. First, the Internet and the web. The Internet is a large network that connects smaller networks all over the globe. It was launched in 1969 when the US developed a national computer network called ARPANET. Anyone knows about ARPANET? Any information about ARPANET or ARPANET, sorry? What is, you can use Google for that. You can Google it and type anything about ARPANET. Yes, how would they use it? What is the way they communicate together? Before FBI, maybe. Before FBI, it was within the national computer, so within the army. Yes, how they connect to each other using that system at the beginning. Anyone knows what is a Morse code? Morse code, anyone knows about Morse code? Yes, they use Morse code. Yes, right, you said about Morse code. They use it, maybe some of you watched very old movies when they use the Morse code, how they, and these days there is a video through the WhatsApp. I saw someone very old and they has a Saudi man. He was talking about the first telecommunication they had in Saudi Arabia, and it was in Jeddah, and they use Morse code for that. So it was just sounds, basically. They click on a small device and there is a sound coming to the end of that link, and the link can be as long as they want, but the link need to be wired. So it basically started in USA, then they connect USA through Europe through ARPANET at that time. So it was a big development. They use ARPANET, then they use telecommunication, telephone, dial-up, then we went through DSL, then now we have fiber as connection. Each time they develop the connection, they change the way they communicate. So they change the protocols every time until today we have TCP/IP, as one of the students said about it. TCP/IP is in the internet protocol. So at the beginning the internet was all text, as I said, Morse code, only codes that can be translated to text, no graphics, no animation, no sound or video. The World Wide Web, WWW, introduced in 1991, made it possible to include these elements. We almost finished now, just maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes and we will finish. The web, but you can have your own break, it's alright, no one need to ask me, but we cannot have a break through the the lecture. The web is not the internet. The internet is the physical network made up of wires, cables. Being online refers to being connected to this network. The web is the multimedia interface to resources available on the internet. The internet and the web. The most common uses of the internet and the web is used for communicating, searching, education and or e-learning, entertainment, shopping. Can anyone give example of communication these days other than in the slides? Communication, any example of communication used through the internet? WhatsApp, yes. Facebook, yeah. Searching, what is used for searching? Google, Bing, yes. Education, e-learning, we are using now. Adobe Connect from Java, or some students. Yes, LMS is a web system that has or enable education or e-learning. Yes, Microsoft Teams, Adobe Connect. Entertainment, what is example of entertainment? Yes, exactly, Muhammad. YouTube is an entertainment. What else? Tamzin, what is Netflix? Yes. Booking for what? Booking. Can anyone classify booking? What is it for? Is it entertainment, education, e-learning, searching, communication, shopping? Yes, flight booking, hotel booking. So it's about shopping. You buy something, you reserve something. So okay, let's go ahead. I don't know. Okay, internet access providers. Anyone knows any idea about ISP? What is ISPS? STC Mobile Zain. I shall go through because mashallah most of you knows everything. Browsers. Anyone knows any browser that is not included in the slides? Opera, exactly. Does Yahoo has a browser? I don't think so. Yahoo has specifically. Maybe, I'm not sure, but Tor, exactly, Tor. Ahmed Badr Al-Awlaqi. Are you IT student? MashaAllah. So Tor is a very good browser for hacking or for doing something. It is has his main privacy. So let's go through then for browsers to connect to resources. The location address resource must be specified in Tor browser. This is not specified, to be honest. This address is called uniform resource locator URL. All URLs have at least two parts: protocols, domain name. So in protocols are the rules for exchanging data, like at the beginning when use ARPA, they use protocol Morse code as a protocol. So in the URL link has a protocol name to tell the other part that this computer need this type of protocol to understand and to have a connection with. Domain name indicates the specific address where the resource is located. Each domain name ends with a top-level domain TLD, which tells what that kind of organization hosts an email account such as .com, .edu. So let's go through the type of organization. What type of organization do we have in Arab Open University? Exactly. So you can go through the types of organization. Uh, Example of a URL is shown in the slide. HTTPS, which is protocol. www.mtv.com is the whole domain name. You can find the top level domain is .com and so on. Web utilities, example of web utilities like plugins, filters, file transfer utilities, internet security suites. Plugins, for example, any example of plugins we are using right now? Some of you might use a plugin now in his web browser. Example of plugins: ad blocks, yes. Chat, very old plugin. Flash, also not used anymore. Yes, plugins, for example, Adobe Connect, the one we are using, you can download as a software in your computer, or you can go through the web browser by enabling a special plugin from Java. Filters, so let's go through them very quick. We already gone through plugins. So example of plugins: Acrobat Reader, Media Player, QuickTime, Real Player, Shockwave. All these very old plugins, some of them not working anymore because we have new web browsers, and the web browsers nowadays they are updated and they don't need plugins anymore. Some of them, but some of them still. Filters are programs that allow parents and organizations to block access to selected sites. For example of filters: Net Nanny, Average Family Safety, MCAFE Family Protection. All of these are examples of filters. File transfer utilities. It is a protocol like FTP, SFTP, web-based file transfer services like Dropbox. So FTP and SFTP used through websites, through servers, through sometimes through applications. And another type of file transfer utilities is web-based file transfer. As an example, Dropbox. What else you know about web-based file transfer utility? An example? Mega.nz, yes. Google Drive, OneDrive, BitTorrent. Everyone knows about Torrent sharing files from other end users. So the file is located into different users. all these users sharing a part of this part of the file. But file transfer protocol FTP, one end has the file. For example, media file is using FTP, other website that you can download files from, all of them using FTP or SFTP. But web-based file transfer like Dropbox, OneDrive, Google Drive, these host your own file with specific limit. BitTorrent or Torrent or other torrent websites, they share parts of the file within users. Internet Security Suites is a collection of utility programs designed to maintain your security and privacy while you are on the web. These programs control spam, protect against computer viruses, provide filters, and much more. You could buy each program separately, however, the cost of the suite is typically much less. Three of the well-known internet security suites are Kaspersky, McAfee, Norton. So these are internet security suites. You can purchase them, buy them with a license, and they can provide protection, control of spam, and protection against viruses. Communication is the most popular internet activity. Some popular types of internet communication are emails, messaging, social networking, blogs, microblogs, webcasts, podcasts, and wikis. Let's go through them very quick. Email, everyone knows what is an email, has a header, address, to a copy, CC, subject, attachments, message, and signature. This is the typical way of sending an email, the structure of an email. You have the username, at, and domain name, and the top level. Email, we have spam is junk, unwanted, and unsolicited email. Computer viruses or destructive programs are often attached to spams, so you have to be careful with the emails. To control spams, there are some spam blockers or spam filters, anti-spam laws. So spam filters, like using them, like Hotmail, they have their own spam filters. You can even adjust your own spam filter if you want through webmail, like email or Gmail or etc. Messaging, two main types of messaging: text messaging, instant messaging. So what is the difference between text messaging and instant messaging? Anyone can just give an example of text messaging and an example of instant messaging, and what is the difference? There is only one main difference. Yes, SMS is a texting messaging. Instant messaging, example of instant messaging. It depends. In text messaging, if it is short, it will be SMS. If it is long, it will be MMS. WhatsApp is instant messaging. Okay, we go through. Social networking sites focus on connecting people and organizations that share a common interest or activity. These sites provide many tools that facilitate meeting, communicating, and sharing. Some of the best known sites are Facebook. These are social networking sites, Instagram, LinkedIn. Most of you are familiar with these sites. So let's go through. What is the difference between a blog and a microblogs? Very quick answer. A blog is a personal website that have articles. What is a short blog? There is a blog and micro blogs. Yes. So let's have a quick word about it. Blogs are personal websites where articles are regularly posted. Posting are time-stamped with the newest item first. Readers of these sites are allowed to comment. Some blogs are like online diaries with personal information. Others focus on information, hobby, good books, and so on. Several sites provide tools to create blogs like Blogger, WordPress. Okay, Sultan, a good information blogs can be news sites with no limit on character specific in news. Microblogs publish short sentences that only take a few seconds to write rather than long stories like traditional blogs, designed to keep friends and other content up to date. So what is a micro example of microblogs? Very famous example is Twitter. Both webcasts and podcasts deliver media. So what is the difference between them? Webcasts used streaming technology in which audio and video files are continuously downloaded to your computer while you are listening to or viewing the file content. After webcast has been completed, there are no files remaining on your computer. For example, youtube.com. So in youtube.com, it is a webcast. You download the whole video, watching it while downloading. Podcasts do not use streaming technology. Before a podcast can be run, the media files have to be downloaded and saved to your computer. Then you can play them back. Podcast only sounds? No. Podcast you can have sound, you can have video and sound, can both, but in podcast you need to download the whole file before you can play the file. But webcast you can watch and listen to the media while you are downloading it. Wikis. A wiki is a website especially designed to allow visitors to use their browser to add, edit, or delete the site's content. Wikis support collaborative writing. The most common example is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is an online encyclopedia written and edited by anyone who wants to contribute. Creating blogs and wikis are examples of web authoring. So, is web authoring reliable for referencing? Can you rely on an information from wikis? Is it a good reference? Wikipedia. Exactly, because of what? Because anyone can contribute and change the content. So no one use Wikipedia as a reference in the assignment, because later on we will have an assignment about writing or searching about a topic. I will let you know about steps how to solve the assignment. So search tools. The web provides a huge source of information that requires tools to help locate information. Example of search engines: Can anyone give me an example of a search engine? Yandex? What is a Yandex? Firefox, a web browser, not Google, a company, not uh, Google search engine. Google search engine, Bing search engine, yes. Safari is a browser. Yahoo is a search engine. Google is a search engine, and so on. So not all the information you find in the web is accurate. To evaluate the accuracy of web information, consider the following: authority, accuracy, objectivity, and currency. Authority is the author an expert in the subject area? Is the site an official site for the information presented? Or is the site an individual's personal website? So, you have to evaluate the authority of the information of the web that you take your information. Accuracy: has the information been critically reviewed for correctness prior to posting the web? Has been this information critically by other people? Objectivity: is the information factually reported, or does the author have a bias? You have to check that. Is this information reported before? Currency: is the information up to date? Does the site specify the date when the site was updated? So these are the evaluation of any information you get from the internet. Cloud computing. Can anyone just explain cloud computing very quick? We don't need to go through them. What is a cloud computing? I assume most of you has used cloud computing. Google Map is a service. Yes, uses cloud computing using the internet and the web to shift many computers' activities from the user's computers and other computers on the internet. Yes, exactly. Amir said using online services. So you use online services. Google Drive, what is the service used as a cloud computing? You use hardware like hard drive. Instead of using your own hard drive to save your files, you went to Google Drive and used their hardware, their service. Oracle Cloud, Remote Desktop, iCloud also, and so on. Basic component to cloud computing: clients, users, internet service provider like Google Drive app, and so on. So this picture can show you how the internet is connected to client. So the client can connect to the server to get a server through cloud, through the internet. Finally, we go through Internet of Things. Anyone can give an idea about Internet of Things? What is IoT, Internet of Things? What is Internet of Things? Internet of Things, IoT, is the continuing development of the internet that allows everyday objects embedded with electronic devices to send and receive data over the internet. So any Internet of Things, you are now in the topic Internet of Things. So basically, Internet of Things means any device that connected to the internet and send and receive data all the time, 24 hours, 7 days. So all the time, just keep connecting to the internet and send data. Like, for example, Abdurrahman al-Zahrani said, heartbeats, footsteps. Yes, these services are continuing connected to the internet through Fitbit or wearable watch, Apple Watch. Yes, sometimes phone is an Internet of Things tracking your location. Your location is all the time sending and received uh, through services and so on. So Fitbits, a wearable bracelet, all of these are connective things. Speeding cameras, what do you mean by speeding cameras? Anyone want to contact with me? There is my email next to my name in the hosts. So my email is there. You can contact me through my email. Yes, Abdurrahman Zahrani, if that camera gets your accurate speed is connected to the internet and sending and receiving the data and calculate your speed all the time and give you a result all the time, that would be Internet of Things. So the main basic uh, rule about Internet of Things that any device that connected to the internet and send receive data all the time. Calculate your data, receive it, send it, and give you a result all the time. That means that device is Internet of Things, is connected with the internet. Car tracking, yes, exactly. Is this the last slide? Yes, we finished now. This is the last slide of today's session. We finished meeting one. Today I went through how to use the LMS system. We went through the electronic book link, how to go to CLMS system, another system inside the LMS. We went through the e-library, but unfortunately, I could not connect to the electronic book to show you how to connect and how to find the online activity. I'm going to contact the office to ask them to enroll me to the electronic book. Meanwhile, for all of you students, you can try to connect to the ebook and find the online activities and tell me about them later on, how you can go through them. Try to explore the online activities. Exactly. So that's it. We finished today. There's no attendance today, as I told you at the beginning of the lecture, because of um, uh, the confusion about the two sessions. For students from 1308, their next meeting will be not next week, and also will be the week after. So not next week. I will show you again, share with you the timetable of the session. Just make sure to take a screenshot of the timetable. I'm gonna share it right now. I'm gonna share the timetable for lectures. So today's lecture, next week's lecture will be for 1309 at 6 o'clock, and the week after will be for um, so today 15, as you can see, it was for 1309 section. Last week I gave a lecture for 1308, which some students attend today, and there is no attendance marking for meeting number 1, so everyone is attended for meeting number 1. Don't worry about the attendance. The next meeting for section 1309 will be next week 22. So next week at 6 o'clock you can take a screenshot of the timetable. As you can see, next week 22 September will be at 6 o'clock for this today's session, which is 1309. Session 1308 will be the week after, which is 29th of September, and so on. The week after that will be for 1309. Then after that, the week after will be for 1308. Is it clear? Is the timetable clear for everyone? Yes, you can attend both classes, but it will be the same meeting. I will repeat the meeting again. So meeting 2 will be the same as the meeting 2 for both sections. Okay, thank you very much. We need to finish the lecture, and inshallah see you next week for all of you. Anyone want to attend next week? Why you say, Sultan, you said 1308 should be in 1309's place. Do you have different timetable? Sultan by Yusuf, do you have different timetable? It says at 4 o'clock. 1308, 4 o'clock. 1309, 6 o'clock. I have to allow you to use the mic, Mr. J. And again, Mr. J, you need to log in with your full name, student ID, and the session number. It's okay for students who did not enter this lecture. I already recorded the lecture. There is no attendance to be marked for any students for this meeting, but any student want the record, I can send it through email. Just send me an email through my email specified next to my name. Okay, thank you very much. I have to go now, and see you